Throughout history, snakes appeared in the myths and religions of many cultures. On the island of Penang in Malaysia, there are sacred vipers. Although venomous, the bamboo vipers are docile and worshippers are never bitten. The temple and its idols are devoted to the serpent. To the local Chinese, the vipers are talismans of good luck. Hated or admired, the snake has a powerful grip on the human imagination. For many reasons, snakes have a special mystique. Their sinuous form and limbless gliding movement is so different from our own. They can disappear into the smallest of crevices. They can be found in the eeriest of places. This cobra weaves among the ancient graves on Makli Hill, Pakistan's largest necropolis. Some snakes are also endowed with a formidable weapon. The ability to kill with a single bite. The serpent can destroy life, but it can also create and protect. In legend, the sacred albino cobra can bless families with children and bring the life-giving rains. A cast skin is a hint that snakes know the secret of immortality. Early peoples found the cast skins, then noticed the newer, brighter scales of a freshly shed snake. Surely it had been born again. In truth, snakes rarely live longer than the age of 20. They slough their skin 4 or more times in a year, casting off the old one when it has been outgrown or become too battered and worn. The natural history of snakes is just as remarkable as their supernatural reputation. Snakes didn't materialize from a subterranean underworld, but they did originate below ground. They evolved from burrowing, blind and legless lizards 120 million years ago. Of all snake senses, smell is most important. The tongue carries scent particles to the roof of the mouth to be analyzed by a special organ. Snakes lack ears, but bones in the head act as vibration detectors, sensitive to the most delicate of impacts. The eyes of snakes are lidless and can never blink or close. Poor at discerning details, the eyes respond well to any movement. All snakes are killers. None are vegetarian. This North American farm is a good hunting ground. Both the bull snake and cat are searching for prey. Nature seems to have given the snake a raw deal. Slithering on its belly and without legs or claws, the bull snake seems at a disadvantage to a predator that can run and jump. Now the snake shows the advantages of its exaggerated slimness and minimal equipment. Protruding ears and feet would snag and hinder. Without them, the 2-meter reptile can slip through the smallest of openings. With only small variations to this stripped-down and streamlined design, snakes have colonized most of the world's warmer habitats, even the oceans. The yellow-bellied sea snake ties itself in knots to rub barnacles and other unwanted hitchhikers from its skin. In its buoyant world, there are no stationary objects to rub against, only floating ones, or itself. The yellow-bellied sea snake is truly marine, never coming ashore. Even its babies are born at sea. It has a venomous bite for catching fish, can dive to 100 meters and remain submerged for up to 2 hours. Sea snakes have conquered the depths. Other snakes have taken to the trees. With binocular vision to judge distances, the Malaysian long-nosed tree snake is a precision climber and hunter. Sighting grooves along its snout allow it to fix on a target. This time, a lizard. The snake uses fangs at the back of its mouth to inject its prey with venom. This highly modified saliva paralyzes the lizard and also begins the digestion of the meal. The majority of snakes lack venom. In Papua New Guinea, a green tree python has a different technique for overpowering large prey. The rainbow lorikeet is ready to return to roost. Pythons can detect the body warmth of mammals and birds. The eyes form an image with light rays, while along the lips there are heat-sensitive pits. The parrot is tracked with a visual and thermal image. After a mid-air grab, the python subdues its prey by constriction, a method unique to snakes. The deadly embrace tightens every time the bird attempts to breathe. The parrot is not crushed, but has the breath squeezed out of it. The next problem is swallowing the meal. Snakes have expandable skulls and jaws connected with flexible ligaments, giving their mouths and heads the capability of considerable stretch. Also, the left and right sides of the jaws work independently. As one side anchors the bird in position, the teeth maneuver the other side fractionally forward. Feather by feather, the python engulfs the prey. This swallowing prowess is one of the most amazing adaptations of snakes. They can consume meals double their own body weight and 3 times the width of their heads. This python needn't feed again for a month. From early times, man has observed such feats of swallowing and endowed cosmic serpents with similar powers. Egg-eating snakes were particularly symbolic. A lunar eclipse could be explained by a cosmic serpent engulfing the moon. For people in Cambodia, the belief is so strong, they warn the disappearing moon of danger. Rehu, the attacking serpent, must be driven away. In 1972, near Phnom Penh, Cambodian soldiers bombarded the evil serpent. 2 people were killed and 85 injured, but the moon was saved. For people of arid regions, snakes are good spirits, a life-giving force in a hostile land. In Australia's Northern Territory, there are sacred sites where Aboriginal artists have painted important animals. To the Aborigines, one animal is the most powerful of them all. The giant rainbow snake brings the storms of the wet season and is a symbol of life-giving water. The legend of the rainbow snake probably began with the water python. Semi-aquatic, it is never far from billabongs, swamps or rivers. A moving snake reinforces the spiritual partnership with water. The body flexes, causing a series of muscular waves to travel from head to tail. These push against any obstacle, even the smallest ridge in the soil, thrusting the snake forward so it flows over the ground. Before the Aboriginal Dreamtime, their era of creation, the landscape was held in the belly of the rainbow serpent. In the legend, the snake crossed the land, disgorging the river valleys, rocks and cliffs. The Aborigines believe that life will cease to exist without the immense and continuing power of the rainbow snake. Now the rainbow snake shelters in pools at the base of waterfalls. During the wet season, it soars into the sky to fertilize the soil with life-giving rains. Snakes are also associated with another kind of fertility. In an Indian temple, a hooded cobra cast in copper entwines the sacred lingam. These snakes are intimately associated with the god Shiva and his wife Parvati. Hindus come to this temple to be blessed with children. The cobra and sacred lingam are Shiva's symbols of fertility. The body shape of snakes makes them potent phallic emblems. Snake movement is also sensual, particularly during courtship. In early spring, a female Californian mountain king snake has attracted a mate. Courting can be rather convoluted. The male responds to an aphrodisiac perfume exuded from between her scales. To stimulate her, he nuzzles his chin along her body. His caresses are successful, and he frantically searches with his tail. All male snakes have a double penis. Depending upon position, they insert either the right or the left side of this remarkable organ. They may mate for 3 hours or more. The snake's symbolic fertility is also enhanced by their number of offspring. This Burmese python is producing the last of a pile of 60 eggs. Most snakes lay their eggs under stones or in rotting vegetation, leaving them to be hatched by the heat of the sun or warmth of decay. Pythons are exceptions. They take elaborate care of their eggs. The broody mother incubates her clutch. Her twitching muscles produce heat, keeping the eggs at a constant 30 degrees centigrade. The mother also protects her eggs from predators. Other snakes retain their eggs within their bodies. This Kenyan sand boa has been a mobile incubator for 6 months, shuttling between sun and shade to keep at the right temperature for the embryos developing inside her. Now she is giving birth. The babies are born enclosed in a transparent envelope. It can be a struggle for the snakelet to be free of these membranes. A yawn corrects the alignment of those specialized jaws, or maybe clears the breathing tubes. The mother takes no more interest in her 17 young, who can burrow almost immediately. Within a fortnight, they'll be hunting for their first meal of a baby rodent or small lizard. In time, Thailand, a king cobra is swollen with eggs, but she will not lay them yet. The largest venomous snake in the world, she begins to collect leaves with her snout. Next, she gathers coilfuls of dried bamboo. The only species of snake to build a nest, she works diligently for a week. Eventually, she circles round and round, weaving the leaves to form a soft depression. Here she lays her eggs and remains on guard until they hatch. The king cobra's wait is beginning. Another vigil is at an end. The maternal bond of the Burmese python has been so strong that for 2 months she has never left her eggs, even to feed or drink. At last, the python's babies are stirring. The hatching snakes have a sharp egg tooth to slash the leathery shells. The hatchlings now leave their mother and will fend for themselves. The king cobra has been by her nest for 70 days. Now her eggs are hatching. If they survive, the babies could grow to 8 meters. Already they're fully equipped with fangs and venom and have the potential to kill a man with 1 bite. But no snake hunts man, and they warn rather than bite. In Pakistan, the Yogi tribe are skilled at predicting these defensive displays. Cobras have good eyesight and follow the movement of the yogis' swaying bodies. The flattened hood is a warning. Charmers know the critical distance of a strike. Frightened snakes will strike at large animals, but this is always the last option. Venom is precious and is best saved for catching prey. Snakes have evolved ingenious warnings. The western diamondback rattlesnake shares the Arizona woodlands with collared peccaries. The rattlesnake is at risk from trampling, and a defensive bite may be too late to prevent injury. The rattle is a warning for short-sighted and clumsy grazers. In Pakistan's Sindh desert, another snake warns with sound. The saw-scaled viper has a line of serrated scales which it rasps together. Although highly venomous, retreat is still the viper's best defense. But accidents can happen. Most bites occur when snakes are accidentally trodden on. In rural areas with a largely barefoot population, this can be a very real risk. Every year, there are 5,000 deaths from cobra bites in India alone. In Africa, mambas are feared. Although rare, they're lithe, fast, and highly venomous. With wild habitats dwindling, venomous snakes are forced to cohabit with man. Australia has 10 land snakes with a venom more potent than an Indian cobra's. They are even found in the suburbs of Sydney. The eastern brown has the second most toxic venom of any land snake. 70% of its killing power comes from a potent nerve poison. During a bite, muscles contract, squeezing glands that lie behind each eye. Venom is forced through the fangs. The cobra family, including this tiger snake, have short, fixed fangs. Vipers and rattlesnakes have a more sophisticated biting apparatus. If fangs are hinged, they can become longer. After a bite, they're folded back into the roof of the mouth and protected by sheaths of skin. Africa's Gaboon viper has 5-centimeter fangs, the longest of any snake. Herpetologists, reptile experts, come into close contact with lethal snakes. For most of us, too close for comfort. In the Australian Reptile Park, taipans are kept for milking. Before 1955, a full bite of a taipan would mean certain death. Now there is an effective treatment, and venom itself is the starting point. On a ranch near Melbourne, a horse is injected with a minute dose of purified venom. These Percheron horses have completed a course of venom injections. They built up a super immunity and could survive a snake bite that would kill other horses. For 3 months, they've grazed and rested. Now they wait to perform a valuable service. As with human donors, giving blood is painless, although a horse provides 8 liters rather than half a liter. The bags will be stored until the denser blood cells settle out. Then the valuable plasma is collected. It is rich in antibodies. These are special proteins which can destroy venom and give the horses their immunity. Processed into antivenom, these proteins will bring full recovery to human victims of snakebite. In Australia, antivenom treatment saves 300 people a year. Only 1 or 2 die of snake bites. In other parts of the world, so many deaths could be stopped if there was an effective distribution and use of antivenoms. Snakes themselves are in danger from a multitude of predators. Kookaburras eat anything they can overpower. The venomous swamp snake must be handled cautiously. The kookaburra dispatches the snake in true kingfisher fashion. One group of small mammals are legendary snake hunters. But like the kookaburra, they only catch and eat small ones. In Kenya, dwarf mongooses live in a cooperative society. Below Mount Kilimanjaro, a lookout watches for danger. There are newly born mongoose kittens nearby. This puff adder is a potential enemy, not food. The mongooses rely on speed of reaction to outwit the snake. They work as a group, showing a united front. With its poor eyesight, the snake sees the shoulder-to-shoulder mongooses as a large, threatening shape. The mongooses show cautious respect, but can't resist a farewell nip as the puff adder leaves their territory. One African bird has the weaponry to really specialize in snake hunting. Head plumes, which resemble the quill pens of Victorian clerks, give the secretary bird its name. The secretary bird's long legs and sharp claws have been effective weapons. In the gypsum badlands of Okene, Oklahoma, there is a harvest that may not be so sustainable. Diamondback rattlesnakes emerge from their hibernation dens to bask in the spring sunshine. Their eyes and heat-sensitive pits detect the hunters.
I'll get him.
Ring going down here.
Clear?
Yeah.
Some of the rattlesnakes have been kept without food or water for a month or more. Weakened and confused, our world is as alien to them as they are to us. There is no escape from the frightening vibrations and shapes that taunt them. From the viewpoint of most of our Western culture, snakes are reviled with an almost psychopathic loathing.
Like I say, this is Western Diamondback rattlesnake, also known as the coontail rattler, because of the black and white bands at the base of the tail. You ever been bit? I've been bit 6 times by rattlesnakes. I've had my heart stopped on me twice.
And you're still doing it.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, one of the first things we're asked when we get in pit, if these snakes still have their venom and fangs. Yes, they do. You cannot take the venom or fangs out of the snake without killing it. The venom acts as part of the digestive tract. All right, now these fangs are identical to a hypodermic needle. They're connected by a tube that runs to the venom gland, which is right back here in this portion of the jaw. These snakes are like any other wild animal. When they feel endangered, they'll protect themselves. Okay, that's one of the main things I want to make clear, especially to the younger ones around this pit. I've been doing this for over 30 years. Do not try to handle these snakes like I'm handling them. If you handle a snake, you're going to get bit sooner or later. And take my word for it, it's not worth it. Now, if I go to moving around where they think they're going to get stepped on, they'll go to protecting themselves. These snakes will strike when I pose a threat to them. These snakes will strike on an average of about 2/3 their own length. They're just like a coyote or any other type of wild animal. Give them a chance and they'll get away from you.
Every spring in the roundups throughout the southern United States, between 250 and 500,000 rattlesnakes are killed. The carcasses will be fried or barbecued. Souvenirs are the final humiliation. Although the snakes are a protected species, the authorities exempt roundups, and the massacre of these shy and unaggressive reptiles continues. In Southeast Asia, larger constricting snakes are killed. Cured and tanned, the python skins will become luxury handbags, boots, and belts. Pythons are efficient hunters of rats and mice. When snakes decline due to hunting, the rodent population can explode, decimating stored grain and spreading disease. Every year, 750,000 python skins are exported from Southeast Asia. In Maharashtra state in India, there is a different attitude to snakes. One day a year, there is the festival of Nag Panchami. 20,000 people descend upon the small village of Shirala in a celebration of the serpent. In the excitement, everyone gets covered with a ceremonial powder. After the procession, the women of each household revere the snakes in the puja, a private ceremony of devotion. The villagers know that unless provoked, the cobras are beneficial, controlling mice and rats in the rice fields. Offerings of camphor and sacred dyes show respect. After the puja, the cobras are taken back to the fields. Remarkably, some have been caught and released unharmed for 10 successive years. No snakes show malice towards us. They're elegant in design and have unique strategies for survival. The people of Shirala show them cautious admiration rather than fear and hatred. Shouldn't we do the same?
Weeknights. Travel the globe and hang out with the locals. Discover the skill and beauty of our natural friends. Experience the wilder side of life. Watch Wild Discovery at its new time. Weeknights at 6 and 7. Only on the Discovery Channel.